all I can say is wow. So last night, right before free agency started, we got hit with a major trade. So last night, Paul George got traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder for Victor Oladipo and Domantas Sabonis. This is a shocking trade because nobody really seen OKC as like a real contender for them to get Paul George. Now, what does this mean long term? Obviously, this is a 1 year rental because, as we all know, Paul George wants to go back home to the Lakers. But this dynamic duo, this is just adding more firepower to the West, to be real. So, what Paul George brings, he can get you an easy 20 to 25 points, and he's a good lockdown defender. Him alongside Russ, I want to see, just like how with James Harden and Chris Paul, how that trade happened, I want to see how Westbrook plays with Paul George. Now, if you don't know, both of their contracts is up after next season. So with them two being together in OKC, let's say it does work out pretty well, but they don't want to commit to OKC. Both of them are from LA. Could they possibly team up with the Lakers? Maybe. Could they team up with the Clippers? Cause they're about to re-sign Blake Griffin, so they're kind of through. So the Clippers is kind of in the rebuilding stage, but like not really. Because I mean they lost CP3, but they got a lot of good assets back. But could Blake Griffin staying committed in LA be enough to bring Westbrook and Paul George there? Or with like the bright lights of LA, like being a Laker and everything, would that be enticing to Westbrook and Paul George? So we don't really know where they're gonna go with this. Looking at this duo, I did see a picture on Twitter about like 10 minutes ago. It was them, it was Paul George and Westbrook, and it was Jordan and Pippen. Don't get me wrong, I am not saying that Westbrook and Paul George is gonna be like Jordan and Pippen, but it's like a little remix. You know how like you got a song, like it's really good, and then you got the remix, but it's just not as good as the original. That's what you got with this basically. You got Jordan Pippen, who was a great dynamic duo, and then now you kind of got the remix of Jordan and Pippen and Westbrook and Paul George, because when you look at them, it's like even Jordan has came out and said, yeah, Westbrook is like looking at Westbrook is like looking at myself, because he got the heart and the mentality of I'm gonna come out here every night and kill you. And looking at Paul George, like if you watch Scottie Pippen, because I only know him from like watching his highlights really, like Scottie Pippen was a smooth scorer. Like he wasn't gonna drop like 30 to 35 every game, but it's like he could get you 20 to 25. He'll have that occasional breakout game, but it's like he was just so smooth with his scoring, and he wasn't really cocky with it. Like, cause Westbrook's cocky, and so is Jordan, but that was the mentality that they both had. And looking at Paul George and Scottie, like Paul George is a remix of Scottie Pippen basically, cause they're both great score. Well, not great score. They're both very good scorers, and they can play lockdown defense. Like, and with them two on the same roster, filling out everything else, cause they still got a good. They got a very good front court in Adams and Cantor. They just got to fill out they bench really. Now, obviously, will they make noise in the West? They'll be top 4. Yeah, top 4, top 5, fifth seed at the least, depending on what Minnesota does. But can they go far in the playoffs? It's like second round. They'll like push a team like the Spurs or the Warriors to like a game 7, maybe. It depends how Westbrook and Paul George really mesh together. But like, I know OKC, they did offer Westbrook an extension, but he didn't take it yet because I think he wants to see how the season plays out. I think if it plays out pretty well and they at least maybe reach the conference finals, then he might stay. Paul George, on the other hand, like Paul George, like I think he'll end up leaving regardless because I think he wants to go back home, play for the Lakers. But I mean, players' minds do change every day, so we don't exactly know what they're going through unless they put it out there for social media. But we'll see how this duo does. Like I said, I think they'll be like a second round, maybe make a threat for that 4th seed in the West, like maybe make a run for the conference finals. It depends if, like I said, they can mesh together. But let me know what y'all think of this trade. Oh man, hold on. Well, before I even end the video, we'll talk about the Pacers, what they got out of this. So they got Victor Oladipo, who obviously is the hometown kid. He went to Indiana, and he's not a 20-point scorer, but it's like he might have a season or two where he'll break out and have like 20. Because I know when he first came into the league, that's when he was like that all-around player that had like a tremendous upside. But it's like I won't say his work ethic, but it's like he worked on his athleticism more instead of growing his game and his basketball IQ. Because, like I said, when he was with the Magic, he was all around. He ran point guard for him. And then when he got to OKC, when he got traded there, it was like he had to take that back step he had to take a step back because they obviously had Westbrook. And he averaged like 17 points, which is not that bad. But now in Indiana, can he elevate his game to where he can be that guy for that team? Can him and Miles Turner coexist, which I think they can, because Oladipo, he's not worried about scoring that much, but it's like I want to see Oladipo take that next step to like average at 20 points and 5 6 assists, somewhere around there. And they also got Domantas Sabonis. Now, if you don't know who he is, he went to Gonzaga. He's one of the best big men in college. His dad, Arvydas Sabonis, again, I didn't watch him because born in 96, so anything before 96, it was like I just go off of YouTube. But like looking at him, he was a great all-around big man. He wasn't going to give you 20, 25 points a game, but it's like 15. He'll give you like 15, 10, and like 6 assists. So I want to see if his son can imitate that. Because he's shown a little bit of flashes of that in OKC, but it's like he didn't really get that chance because he was playing behind Cantor and Adams and Taj Gibson. So he didn't really have that chance to really mold together his game. And, well, I mean, he's only 22, 23 years old, I think. So he'll obviously have that chance now, since I think he'll be put in that starting power forward spot with TJ Leaf sitting behind him. So I think Sabonis will actually it'll take some time for him to like grow into his game that I think he can become. But that's all for this video. Let me know what y'all think of the trade. What do y'all think the long-term plans of OKC is? Where do y'all think Westbrook and Paul George might go? Where do y'all see them in the West next year? And I will see y'all next time. Whatever the next free agency signing is, I'll talk about it. And before I get out, I gotta re-upload that Chris Paul one, because when I uploaded it, it was something wrong. Think like the title didn't really show up. So I'll probably do a double upload. I'll re-upload that video today. So like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about this, and I'm out.